Okay, continuation of my little series on the Specialized Expert Edition that I have with the carbon wheels and the carbon front portion of the frame. I just want to make a pretty simple video follow-up, and I think I've got the bike fine-tuned to pretty much where I want it and where I'll probably keep it for now. And I want to go over some of those things. I think they're just kind of little special things that I did, and other people might find them helpful or might want to do them themselves. And I'll provide maybe some links and discuss price and where I got them at, and a little bit about the product since now I have more time to ride it. So with that said, I'll move on. All right, the first thing that I'm gonna show you is this little top cap that I bought. It's made out of carbon fiber, and the company that makes it is Took, T-O-O-K, and I got it off Amazon.com, and it was $8. So it was just something visual that I wanted to do. I just kind of like carbon fiber, and it matched the second thing that I wanted to do, the bike, so it just complemented. So that's basically why I got it, but I'm pretty happy with it, and for the price, it wasn't a lot of money. All right, the second thing that I want to do the bike is I wanted to raise the handlebars up. And so I went to Sunrise Carbon headset spacer kit. It was on, I think, Amazon for $1.99, and these pieces are made really, really well. They sent me like two of them. We know they come with a 5, 10, and a 15 spacer for $1.99, and there were two sets of them. So this was a great value, and it raised my bars up a bit to make them a little more comfortable for me, and they are carbon fiber. So again, I think they look pretty nice for not a lot of money. All right, the third performance part that I wanted to add was I wanted to raise my handlebars up, and a little bit more than my aluminum one that I had before this. I think that was a 30 millimeter rise, and this was a 50 millimeter rise. And so I think this one was the only one that offered the 50 millimeter rise. It was the Spank, the VibraCore Spike version, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's really nice, and it's made really well, and it looks great. It looks really, really well made, and it's filled with, I guess, a foam absorbing material that absorbs shock. So again, pretty cool bar. I wanted to maybe invest in some carbon bars, but again, those were 150, 175, and these were $100. I know that's not a big difference in price, but for some reason, I mean, I had a really good experience with the other bars that I had on my stolen bike, and those were, I think $50 bars without the VibraCore. So I went with these, and I am pretty happy with them. It kind of accents the carbon fiber wheels and carbon fiber frame that absorbs the shock that gets transferred into your arm. So again, I think this is a pretty good value. I bought it Jensen USA, and 99 bucks. All right, so here's a little fourth piece that I added, or pieces. They are little cable clips that go like for the brake and the shifter, and for the other side, the dropper post and brake, and they are really, really cool. They keep cables from clicking around or banging on each other and making noise, and they tidy it up, and you don't have to do a lot of cutting on your cables, or a lot of people are using the shrink tubing. So this was a really good addition. I think Specialized makes these, I'm not sure. These are ones that I saw on Santa Cruz bikes, and but they don't work as well. So it is what it is. All right, so the fifth addition to my bike is the clip-in pedals. Without clip-in pedals, man, I am lost. They are a must-have that I can't ride with the platform pedals. This is the only way to go. So on my previous bike, I had the let me see, the SLX clipless trail pedals, and these are now the XT version clipless clip-in pedals. I used to call them clipless. I don't know, they're not clipless because you clip in, but these are definitely nicer pedals than the SLX. They're more chiseled, more precision looking. And they're lighter weight. So I went with these pedals this time. They probably work just the same. Shimano, I've had many Shimano pedals in my 20, 30 years of riding, and you can't go wrong with these pedals. They work great, no maintenance. But these are the pedals that I went with on this bike, and I'm very happy with them. They went down in price too, so $54.99. All right, so the sixth item I added to my bike was the Race Face Half Nelson lock-on grips from Jensen USA, and they were under 20 bucks when I bought them. I think they're a little more expensive now, like maybe 21. They come in all sorts of colors. They're lock-on, and they're the lock-on on the inner portion and not the out. That's what I had to have, and I got the gray version. If I did it again, I could probably do without that half Nelson waffle on the bottom, and just have a flat grip all the way around. But they're soft and squishy and have good traction, and I'm pretty happy with them. And they're small in diameter, so they work really well for me. So that's it. All right, there's a little bit of a funny story with this one. I needed a new saddle. That hinge saddle that comes on the Specialized bikes just doesn't suit me very well. So I was been looking around at saddles, but my bike shop was running a 75% off sale on Specialized certain products, and seats fell under that. So I went in, and all they had were were women's saddles. So this was one of their lighter versions. It's the Myth Comp, and they gave me a really, really good deal. I paid like 22 bucks for it, and it retailed for like $100 or $110. So, I took it and ran with it and tried it out, and it actually feels more comfortable. So I'm actually, going to keep it, and, just don't think of it being much of a women's saddle, as long as it doesn't hurt my butt. As you can see, that middle groove there is, I guess, for the women's private parts. But like I said, it works. My rear end's not as sore, so I'm going to keep it. It works well. Another little fine piece to add. All right, to wrap up this little addition that I'm giving, I'm going to do my final piece that I added to round off my bike package, and it is the, God, I pronounce it always wrong, Schwabe tires. I went with the Smart Sams, and these are the 27.5 plus rims, and those are the plus tires. 2.6 inches wide, but they come out to 2.5, even with these super wide 38, 44 millimeter wide carbon rims. They roll well, and they were very, very lightweight. Some people will not want to go with these because they're so lightweight they could be fragile. But the tread pattern on them is actually really good. They're really good general purpose tires. And that's what I want them for, just general purpose, trail one day, concrete the next. They just suit me well. They roll really well. And that's what I was looking to get. So again, 32 bucks. I spent like $65. All right, this brings me to the end. I've wrapped up the little things that I've done here and there to customize the bike and make it my own, as they say. I'm pretty happy with the little things I've done here and there. Raising the bars up, clipless pedals. What else did I do? The saddle, basically some look things, and the addition of the tires, just rolling easier. Bike handles really, really well. My next thing to tackle is I'm digging the suspension, but I'm blowing through my suspension when I set the sag at 30 millimeters in the rear and 20 something in the front. So I'm going to look at doing some volume spacers and playing around with that, and just getting the bike set up a little bit better in that department. Other than that, I'm really happy with the Stumpjumper. I've got it down to about 29. over 29 pounds. It's down from 31.5. So other than that, it's been a great bike. And thanks for viewing, and have fun riding.